I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what deep mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining. I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line. 50. Here we go. 58 right there. And let's pin the mirrors back again.
Wentz now on first down. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. The last time these two teams met, boy, was it memorable. Wild card weekend last year as the Eagles started their Super Bowl title defense, and they held on thanks to the doink or the double doink heard around the world on the Cody Parkey missed field goal, and the Eagles would escape 16-15. Of course, they would go on to lose the following weekend to the New Orleans Saints. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wentz. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bears take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Pass from Trubisky taken in by Gabriel. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hey, watch this, watch this. Hey, check 24, watch 24.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway. When he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now Cohen. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Trubisky to throw. Gets this one to Joshua Perkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
First down, Chicago.
Trubisky now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll go down at the 28. Tackle that time by Sidney Jones.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the slant. Word to work. Word to work. Hey, ball.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. This is Cohen, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here we go.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Whip. Watch the whip. Switch.
Wentz now on 1st down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Watch the boot.
Working from the gun. Wentz. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Complete to Mohamed Sanu. 10 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Clement. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Tighten down. There you go.
Hey, force, don't you?
58's the money. 58's the money. I'll Hey, Haywood.
Wentz. Being chased out left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Corey Legion.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Watch twist.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Draw play here, Trubisky gives to Cohen, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Trubisky to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check 53. Hey, work. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Now it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Wentz going to throw. Ertz has it left side. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Matt Bosher now, standing just outside his own goal line. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 24, Trubisky dancing to his left. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Off the toss, Cohen. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Trubisky lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now Trubisky. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Eagles take over first
Here we
and
go.
10
Here we go.
at their own
Here we go.
11-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Wentz now on first down. Flushed out right. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Louis! You don't know no better.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First down for Philly. Wentz on target to Hollins.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
36, 36.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. After the sack on first down, Wentz. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Check. Check 50. Check 50. Check 50. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 3. Check 3. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go. Out, out, out. 58's the line. 58.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. He's going to let it fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take? Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. There he goes, right side. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. On play action, it's Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
180! 51 to Mike! All day, punk!
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's go, let's bring it! Let's bring it!
And they take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Bears, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.